we're gonna do a house tour. Spontaneously decided it was time. I've been putting it off because there have just been so many projects or like silly little things like furniture I want to replace or lights I want to replace or whatever. Or the house is too messy. That one's a good excuse though. You know what? It's a house I'm living in and it's always going to be a work in progress. And so we're going to share it right now because I was just reminded, hi, being very loud, on Facebook that it's been 2 years, like exactly. It's long enough. You should probably see the house. So this is the tour of my 1820s, 1830s-ish Georgia farmhouse. I really love touring people's homes. I don't know, it's that might be kind of creepy, but I just like seeing like where people live and how they live, and especially like on YouTube or social media in general, where you want to feel like you're kind of connecting with someone even though you don't know them and you probably never will like meet them in person. It's still, the boundaries are a little bit blurred, and I just feel like, I don't know, it makes me feel slightly more connected to like know where they live. I don't know. Anyways, this is where I live. This is how I live. This is kind of my dream house. So we're gonna start on the front porch where we're always greeted by tons of dogs and cats and pigs and who knows what else. So this is kind of our little breakfast area, and then on the other side we're gonna have a nice little seating area. But this is the front door, which is always covered in dog slobber. Coming inside, our entryway, and again, more dogs and cats. So this is what you see when you first walk in. It's never perfectly clean, so you'll just have to excuse some of the mess. But we have the bench here that Ben made for me, and then if you look all the way through, you'll see our kind of sun porch area, and then to your left, you've got the dining room. To your right, you kind of have like the little formal sitting room, I guess. All the way back where Luna is right now is kind of where the coffee bar is. And then you've got the kitchen and the living room. So this is our little entryway table. And then, of course, going up the steps there is where all the bedrooms are. So going into the dining room here, we have the table that Ben built for me and my new chandelier I got for Christmas. There's almost always some kind of little animal in here, or 2 or 3 or 4. I think right now there's probably like 40, to be honest. That's not even an exaggeration. But at the time being, there's just one little piglet in the corner. The table is huge. It seats 10 people. And then we have the only working fireplace in the house in this room. And we have one built-in shelf, which is where I keep my Starbucks cups right now. This is like less than half of my collection. And then some of my Ray Dud. I try not to go crazy with it, but I do have a little bit. Coming around the corner, so that's where we just came from, the entryway. And then you've got the antique buffet that I painted, some plants, and my farmhouse chandelier. And then over on the side, another matching antique cabinet. And I'll give you a little sneak peek of this little guy that I've not talked about at all. Hello. Super cute. He's about a week old. Going back out into the entryway. So we're back at the front doors, and then if you go directly across the hall, you come into like the formal sitting room, or I call it the library. We have a bunch of books in that built-in cabinet. So lots of plants. This was the first room I really got all set up when I moved in, just because I love the lighting in this room in the morning. It's so, I really all throughout the day, it's so pretty. I have the bird perch in here. It's a great room to have the birds in with me because of all the natural sunlight. So yeah, this is just kind of the quiet room. It doesn't get used quite as often, but for enjoying like a cup of coffee or doing some editing, it makes me really happy. Kind of cool story, these log slices on the table, my dad actually made for me and cut them before he realized there was a heart, like a perfect heart shape in them. So again, the built-ins where I keep candles and books, and then another fireplace. Every room has a fireplace. I got that big clock at Goodwill, actually. I was very excited. One of Aloon's many potty pads that you will have to just ignore in this house. Same with the birds screaming in the background. You will have to ignore that. It's just normal things for around here. Back out into the hallway and through these double doors. So back here, there's kind of this weird little space that I've sort of just made like our coffee nook bar area. And if you go to the left, you are in our kitchen, which is a very normal lived-in kitchen. There's usually some clutter on the counters. There's this big center island with a double sink that I love and we use constantly, not just for eating, but for like working and everything else. Lots and lots of cabinets and storage space. I'm so glad because this house really doesn't have much otherwise. So the kitchen is one place they did a great job. I try to keep a lot of my Ray Dunn stuff in here as well, kind of displayed in the glass cabinets. And then over here we have the bar. Of course, I'm not utilizing this at the moment since I'm pregnant, but it's great for entertaining. I can't tell you how many batches of margaritas we've made in this machine. Just a lot of fun to have. So dining rooms through that door that didn't used to be here. Ben put that door in. It was definitely needed, and it brings a lot more light into this room. And you can imagine without it, we were having to like take our food all the way down the hallway and then back around to get in there. So it just made sense. Another fireplace, and then some more built-ins, which is kind of like the little food pantry. And then on the far end here, we've got the hanging basket for fruits and vegetables and a little breakfast dispensing stand for Ben, who eats cereal every day of his life. Heading back out into the main hallway. So if you look directly across, you've got the living room. And then right here is the under the stairs closet, which is where I keep basically all of my pet supplies. There's a ton, as you can imagine. I'm not even going to open the door because it's dangerous. So front door and kitchen. And then if you keep turning, there's the coffee bar, which is one of my favorite places in the whole house. I usually have a lot more pig mugs displayed on it, but I haven't unpacked them yet. This cabinet's made from an old Hoosier cabinet. Coming across into the living room where I spend a ton of my time, and also where Aloon spends her time in that little dog bed. Right now it's kind of messy. I have a whole pile of stuff to donate to Goodwill, so please just ignore that. People think I'm crazy for having so much white in my house, but I do that on purpose. It's so much easier to keep clean because you can just bleach it. But this is where we watch a lot of TV in this room. And again, there's built-ins and a fireplace that we never used. I've got my blanket rack. There's a lot of my drawings in this room. You'll see the cows and the horse and everything are all animals from here that I did myself. Over in this corner, we have our popcorn machine that we absolutely love and use all the time. Back here is the bathroom. There's 2 bathrooms downstairs, 1 bathroom upstairs. This bathroom actually has new floor in it now since this video, and you can kind of see why. The floor in here was just sort of destroyed. So this is like the master bath kind of at this point. Since we don't have one upstairs, this is the one that we use most of the time. So pretty standard bathroom, toilet, shower, sink, and lots of plants. And coming around the back of the room here, just a little desk that Ben made for me out of an old sewing machine table. And this door on this side is actually what used to be the master walk-in closet. It's now Ben's closet. This used to be the master bedroom in this area. And then, of course, we have the double doors that Ben put in. And you can kind of see the pergola out there that he's working on building. Someday we're going to dig out the pool that used to be out there. Right now, you can't see much of anything, I guess, because there's so much dog slobber on this door. It's the story of my life. But yeah, the pergola and hopefully future pool and kind of grill area in that space. And then some more plants. This couch is from IKEA, and I love it because every bit of it is a slipcover. Take it all off, throw it in the wash, add a little bit of bleach. It looks brand new. I love white furniture. Same with all the rugs you've seen in the house. All of them are washable, and they all come out looking brand new. Back into the hallway, coffee bar, and at the end of this long hallway is one of the best rooms in the house. It is the little breakfast nook slash plant emporium. This is the huge plant shelf that Ben built for me. Love my plants, and they just absolutely cover this room. So again, it gets so much just beautiful natural light in here, which obviously the plants love, but also it makes it so wonderful to bring a cup of coffee out here or something stronger in the evenings. You can see all the animals through these huge windows too. This pig Ben's mom gave me for Christmas is adorable. This was one of my chandeliers from Christmas. I'm trying to replace some of the outdated ceiling fans slowly but surely. Yeah, so just a really calming space that you know has fantastic air quality thanks to all of my plants. And then this is the teeniest, tiniest little guest bathroom right here. It's like a closet bathroom, but I actually really appreciate having it. As small as it is, I sort of thought it would be useless, but because it's so close to like our back door, it's great for coming right in from outside and like washing your hands or whatever before you go into the rest of the house. So, yep, just a teeny bathroom. So then the final room, which is going to probably be the scariest one for downstairs, is the laundry room slash mudroom slash cat room slash Hagrid room slash whatever. Sometimes there's goats in here. Yeah, this room is just gone to the animals, sort of. I have goals someday for making it like a super cute laundry room someday far, far away when we have a garage or something that we can like heat and also use for animals instead. But for now, it is what it is. Look at all the cats. They own this room. That's why they have their little cat door. And then we have Hodor's crate in here. He's the Great Dane. He has to be kenneled before and after he eats for safety. And then the washer and dryer. Very exciting stuff in this room. Yeah, so not the best. You've probably seen this room, like glimpses of it in videos where it just looks like a wreck, and that's not uncommon if I'm being totally honest, but it's a farm. I feel like you almost have to have some kind of room like that to like stop the mess from coming into the rest of your house. So yeah, all of our vacuums and the spare freezer, all that is out here. And now heading up the stairs. When you reach the top, the door right here is to our bedroom, which the bed is covered in pregnancy pillows and it looks a mess. But yes, this is our bed, all of the plants. Coming back out into the hallway, and this is the upstairs bathroom. Of course, it would not be complete without some plants in the window. This is the bathtub, which I have an adorable pig shower curtain on. And this room, I'm only going to give you a teeny tiny peek. This is going to be the nursery, which has its own entire video. And I can tell you what you're about to see is already not even the tiniest bit what it looks like anymore. Coming back down the hallway, I have to be careful what I show you because there's some animals here that you don't know about. A tiny peek though, this is the end of the hallway, another Alloon potty pad and some plants and a big window. This door here leads to chaos. Honestly, it's like Ben's workout room slash my craft room slash the computer room slash where I display my pop figures. There's also like a little guest bed in here. This is our catch-all room and it is horrible. My gaming setup and everything. So we have a whole craft building that's being finished and all of this is going to go in there and it's going to be much better. But in the meantime, that's just the crazy room. So then across the hallway from that is the current guest bedroom, which I'm expecting guests. So I have this baby gate up to stop the cats from coming in, which is obviously working really well. There's cats and dogs all over in here. So yes, this is just the little guest bedroom, 2 twin beds, Ben's Marvel collection. Someday, the thought process is this will kind of be for any little boys, and then the craft room would be for like any little girls, but that is years and years away. So for now, this is what they are. All right, so coming back down the stairs, I think that's pretty much the whole inside of the house. It only took me 2 years to get it to the point where it's like kind of set up enough to show you. It's still not finished. There will always be projects and upgrades and stuff, but I hope you enjoyed it. I absolutely love this house.